Anyway, we're live now. It's fine. Superheroes playing HoN. Prime Icarus. It's the round of 16. Gold Cycle 5. Everything is awesome.
Okay, I'm back.
And Art's back. Not that anybody actually knows.
Why did Legion ban Parasite first?
Because they wanted to pick something else, obviously.
Maybe they just wanted a complacent game with no chance of Cthulhu or Parasite or other cancer.
Or maybe they know Shorcan can only play Parasite.
That's mostly true.
Yeah.
I guess that we've seen a lot of him play Parasite. That's true.
Shorcan, one-dimensional player. You heard it here first. Okay, he can also play.
Wait, I've never seen SpH, but Q Zane, is that Zane?
I
No.
don't think so.
Stu? Is he friends with Zane?
I don't know.
It's not Zane.
I'm surprised you latched onto that, not the fact that Orange's name is Cookies. Like it's actually named. His name's actually Cookies.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
Cookies
think
sucks
I've seen that guy
anyway, so
before, and I mean, obviously he's a 2K player, so he's made his own name, even though it's the same as another 2K player. So cool.
Very confusing. Curson is a name you should recognize.
I like the Pyro. It's kind of YOLO. Well, I don't know if I like it on that pick, but I like the idea of it.
I like Pyro too. We're seeing a lot more Pyro recently, which is amazing because I keep telling people Pyro Mage is a good support hero, and then they started picking it up. Nobody's listening to me about Polywalker Valkyrie though. Eventually they will.
Haven't you just been saying that Rhapsody's really good? Like, isn't that the only thing you're saying?
No,
pick Rhapsody?
I've been saying pick Rhapsody a
and
lot.
And then it's like
really
one of the lowest win percentages now.
Now it is. It's real bad.
Good job, Quincy. You potato.
It's my fault.
It's because people were first picking it, right? And then they lost.
Yeah.
No, they were first picking it and
exactly
they were winning.
why.
And then everybody was picking it all the time, and people were like, we gotta figure out a way to deal with Rhapsody, and then they did, and now it's not
No, it's
good.
because they're first picking it.
Nobody's first picking it anymore.
Terrible.
It's actually, people are first picking it a lot less than they used to, and it's doing worse.
Because first picking Rhapsody is terrible.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Back when people were first picking it, it was winning, and now people aren't first picking it.
That's because people didn't understand how to play against Rhapsody back then.
And now they do.
But now that they
exactly
do,
what I said. That's exactly
and they understand that it's not hard to play against a shitty Rhapsody hero, it's not first pick.
Yeah, pretty much. But you have
Hero
causation
shit.
flipped. It's people figured out how to play Rhapsody, so people are not picking Rhapsody first. You said the opposite.
But also, has it always been like this, or like is it just in this season that Magnus and Kraken are always against each other?
I'm not sure if they're always against each other, even in this
I'm
season,
pretty sure it's been like...
Yeah, Magnus and Kraken have been popular for a really long time. We didn't see a ton of Kraken earlier, but...
That's because they didn't increase the mana pool at that time. You couldn't use all the spells at level 6, that's why it wasn't being picked up earlier.
Why is my upload so shitty? I don't understand.
Oh, and also back in the day, Bubbles used to be better, so it was like first pick maturity. And now Bubbles is not as good. I don't know why they did that though. That was the stupidest nerf.
It was stupid. It was as stupid as the Devo nerf.
Eh.
Sorry, I don't know.
Like, they nerf Devo, but they don't fucking nerf Elephant. Like, what kind of logic is that?
They nerfed Devo? I don't know, I didn't read the last patch notes.
Oh, the deny. That's the only thing he's talking about, right? That's what you're talking about?
That was forever ago.
Well, so was Bubbles. Bubbles nerf was forever ago as well. Kind of.
Yeah, but they nerfed Devo, but it's not like Cthulhu was a thing back when they were nerfing Devo.
Your point is?
But you made it sound like they nerfed Devo for no reason and left Cthulhu alone. Like they ran into a big balance patch like, let's nerf Devo, but let's not nerf Cthulhu. Those things did not happen concurrently.
Well, why did they only nerf Devo deny instead of all denies?
Exactly.
Because Devo's the only one that can do that?
A curse can do that.
A curse can do that if he's...
with a challenge. A curse can do it with a challenge.
They can do that if they're clever about it. Like, you have to time it. But Devour, it was a whole bunch of... People were just randomly denying themselves by luck.
It's not random.
I guess that's kind of true. Well, I mean,
It's-
sometimes they were just man fighting, and then they end up being the one that dies
Right.
to themselves.
Right. But there was a lot of, oh crap, I'm Devourer, I'm running away. Oh well, I might as well just turn my Rot, see if I can get a lucky deny. And that's pretty much not what the point of that was. You can still
the
kill
problem
yourself.
was the Chalice thing. The Chalice Rot into feed, or into deny was the problem. I
That's
don't
also
think
a problem. Interesting. Apparently Microsoft Excel was destroying my upload speed for absolutely no reason.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. It was laggy as hell before, and now it's totally fine. Either way, there's a game going on. What they banned.
Maybe your Visual Basic was bugged out or something.
It's possible. Although, I mean, I wasn't
So-
running the code, so I don't know if it's... I don't know if it even launches VBA when I'm not doing that.
I'd
Raiden
actually
has
be extremely
some good
surprised.
heroes for catching Silhouette, though, with the AoE stuns.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I don't know about...
I was gonna
Scout.
say if they picked Revenant, it'd be better, but I guess Scout's fine because it's a silence for Silhouette and a disarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't play
Superior silence.
Scout, and I don't feel like they... I mean, like, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's kind of like Chronos, where, oh my god, #1 hero, have to ban pick immediately, and then small nerf, and then people are like, well, this hero's shit now. Which is
No,
ridiculous.
Scout got a big... Scout
Chronos
got a big...
got more.
Scout got
than
a, I mean,
small
Scout got a
nerf,
pretty
and so
sizable
did
nerf,
Scout.
but it's still a good hero.
That's debatable.
I don't know. I think it's really hard to say this hero went from number one pick material to never ever see it with.
That's the same as Grinix. Where are you coming from, Quincy?
Yeah, but Grinix is a shit hero. Like, it doesn't do any damage.
It is now.
It didn't do any damage before. People just didn't realize that.
I bet.
What? No, you used to be able to kill everything with Grenix.
Yeah. You can literally kill any hero
Scout
in the
didn't
game.
take a damage
like,
nerf, though.
I was a
Vanish
Grenix
is
player. I
basically
would
just a little
know.
bit.
I was
Yeah.
Grenix player.
Like, Scout, like, your whole point of your hero is to be able to gank and be mobile with your Q. And they fucking nerfed it. Like, they didn't nerf it in, like, one way. They nerfed it in, like, 3 different ways.
Yeah, he deserved it. That was a cancer
That's,
hero.
like, his main ability.
I hate
And
Scout.
we're gonna make it worse, and we're gonna make it cost you more to use it, and
Let's just make
we're
it
gonna
worse
make
again.
it worse.
Good.
This
I
is
approve.
just stupid. They pitched Legionnaire into a Scout. Like, that's probably the worst thing you could possibly do.
How's that so bad?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Because
I mean, Legionnaire
Scout
gets
is
disarmed
like,
when he.
Yeah, but who
taunts,
gives a shit?
Scout's like
Well, I guess
anti-jungler. Like,
Scout
the
can
entire
gang.
mini Scout can just, like, rape him.
Yeah, I mean, he can run
If
in the
Scout
woods.
just sits in the jungle with Eye, or even Banish, he can just steal Legionnaire's last hits, and he can't do anything. He can probably even kill Legionnaire, like, if he just runs in the jungle at level 3,
He probably can.
and just eye up some camps at level 3. He can ward, like, every camp, because he's invis, too, if they give him the wards.
What if Lego aggro jungles?
And then that'd be sad life
For who?
for Scout, because they gave him 2 wards. Maybe
Yeah.
3? No, not 3.
Well, Rhapsody has Dust and Rev Ward, so we'll see. We'll see who feeds first.
And now he is a really good player.
And
He
Legionnaire is
Gary
saving
Beyonce.
money. Why would you save 300?
He's saving for Rev Ward, I guess.
This means he's not gonna be able to chop down trees though, so he can't stack these camps.
Yep.
But
Would you
There's a
save
full-
for a Rev Ward or an upgraded crit? I don't know.
I really
think-
think he should go aggro jungle. Because he can screw with this Tempest so hard. Like, level 1 elementals won't do any damage to him. He could basically just take Tempest jungle.
Okay, Quincy, you're thinking like a true European here. Legionnaire
Yeah.
is farm. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Legionnaire is
Scout
a
in.
passive jungler who does not gank.
Right,
That's
okay.
how the hero works.
Okay.
Get tons of...
Euros gank with Legionnaire, don't you know? Haven't you seen?
I don't know, I haven't watched
Yeah.
Euro HoN.
I have seen.
No, in HoN Tour, you've seen it yourself.
The only person who plays Legionnaire and HoN Tour is what you got, which I
Zlap
mean,
played
Zlap played
it.
it like twice. Like,
And
that
so
was-
did
Okay.
Cookies, like, once.
So did Cookies? Okay, well, again,
Played it once.
Okay, well, again,
He
Oh, he
not
bought a
Hero
hatchet.
HoN.
He bought a
copies
hatchet.
the games.
You know, Art, it's already hard to hear you while you're eating, and whatever the hell you're trying to say, it's not working very well.
Look, just calm down. I'm eating.
I know. We all know that. Everybody's well aware of the fact that you're eating.
Good.
Oh well. Magnus Pyro mid. Solid lane. Kraken should have a decent enough
The
time.
scout is failing.
Yeah, he's trying to block
Yeah.
camps, but it's not working very well.
Did he counter? No, he didn't counter the ward either. That's a fail. He should have placed it on top of the cliff.
Yeah, well. Sad times. Anyway, top soil it. And Rhapsody up against a scout, and scout should get basically nothing here.
Why would he even put it in that spot at all?
Because it blocks the camp.
It's just a ward of rev. Put it in a completely different spot.
Just because it blocks the camp.
Well, but that's the area that people always guess.
Well, maybe they figure that since the ward of sight hasn't been countered, it's not there.
That's the
Maybe.
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, watch, he's gonna get.
It's not. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
See, it worked.
Yeah. Should just countered the ward. Alright, top lane.
But the Sotas
damage
just fucked up the
onto
street grapple super
Scout.
hard. If he got that
Yeah.
on the trees in front of him, that was a kill probably.
I doubt it, but would have been closer.
They had a rev.
Yeah, but Scout had like
Ran through
300
the rev.
health.
If he got stunned, he would have died.
If he got stunned, I don't think he would have died. I think he would just run away.
I feel bad for Geomancer because he's against a pulled regen Puppet Master.
Well, he can just keep spamming Earth's Grasp and force him on a lane. I mean, yeah, he's got the regen.
No.
Yeah, but he has.
I know, he's got
pulled
plenty of regen, but like eventually it's gonna wear off. And
No, but
they can take advantage
not
of that in
gonna
other
work.
lanes.
it's not enough.
Puppet can take advantage like before he runs out of regen more than Geo can take advantage right now.
Right, but how much gold did they spend pulling puppets in regen? Probably what, like 200 gold? Somebody else,
90
just-
gold.
which means somebody
just
else
90.
is missing 200 gold, and so go.
It was
fuck
just
that.
90, you potato.
Is it? No.
Yeah.
One health pot. Whatever, fine. It's 90.
There's a recycle sign on his freaking
Yeah, but just
blades.
because it doesn't have that doesn't mean it wasn't pooled. Are you not aware of
was.
this?
No, I know because those items equal up to 600 gold,
They do.
and then if you add
But
the,
I don't want to do math. I'm not going to sit
Oh
here
my
and do
God.
math. I do enough math.
Stu's in AP math. He's good at math now. He can do your
I know.
stats.
Good. Do my stats.
You're mad? I'll do all your stats. I don't even ask for payment like you.
I don't ask for payment.
Yeah, I know.
I get gold
I said
coins.
I don't ask for payment like you.
Yeah, but the implication was that I do ask for payment, so
Exactly. You don't. You're a nice guy, Quincy.
I am a nice guy.
No,
so,
I'm just
sorry,
kidding.
what were you saying about this puppet being just fine on regen? Because he's about to blow his health pot, and he's going to have one tank
Is
left
that
after that.
is that bad? He has a health pot.
I know, but like he hasn't forced Geo out of lane, and Geo can continue to drop the Earth's Grasp on his face.
Geo's out of mana.
No, he's not, and he's gonna go get a refreshment rune, and there's another
Look,
rune that's gonna
calm
spawn
down.
in 10 seconds. So he's gonna go do this, then he's gonna stack the Ancients. No, he's not. Go stack the Ancients.
Puppet's
don't
gonna
do
have
that.
a helm of the victim. So he has like a life
Yeah.
tube.
Oh yeah,
I
and
was
plus
gonna say
5
that's what
armor
it
is
should do.
super helpful against.
It gives health regen, you noob.
Yeah, but like it's magic damage, so what?
3 health
Yeah, I
regen per
think
second.
that's what Puppet should get.
So there goes the health pop. Puppet's not out of regen.
First of
Oh
many.
shit! Missed the
Sure
goal.
can got a kill. He bought a bottle. This is European HoN. I can't.
I know, and
Oh, he bought
Shuriken's American
trades.
too, so this is just like betrayal of your country.
Look at this.
I guess
Puppet's owning.
he's gonna
Get him.
kill
See
him.
this?
No,
He's
no.
not.
You see this,
He's not
Quincy?
gonna
Yeah, he
kill
might
him.
know,
He's
yeah.
not gonna kill him. I got close.
He forced him out of the lane, Quincy. What now?
Yeah, but it took long enough. He had
Right
to
on
use.
time, in
He had
my
to
opinion.
use what? Like
now he's
300
gonna
gold
have
worth of
his
regen to
ult.
force Geo out of lane, and
Yeah,
now Geo's
but
gonna
now
get
he
some
has
more-
ult. And he can
Yeah,
just kill
no,
Geo.
No, he can't.
He can kill Geo.
No, he can't.
Wanna bet? I'll
He
bet you
can
$5.
kill Geo, he won't though.
I'll bet you your stat salary from
It
HoN
kind of
Tour.
depends if Geo like disjoints like a big splash hit with his stun.
I think he's dead.
Anyways, Scout's kind of not doing what you said he would do. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
an extreme potato.
Legionnaire has camp stacked everywhere. He has a bottle.
Like, if Scout just ran into the jungle and maxed eye, and just blocked all the camps, this Legionnaire would be so boned. It wouldn't even be remote close.
Uh-oh, Geomancer. He's got the Voodoo Puppet and the Tempest Ultimate. What a Tempest Ultimate right on the puppet. No!
He didn't die.
Sorry. What was that you were saying about the Puppet Master being able to kill Geo? And you're like, oh, he can totally kill Geo.
If he wasn't bad and failed his W, he
You
would
didn't
have
say anything
killed him.
about that. You just said that the Puppet Master was going to kill Geo.
I never said that Puppet Master in particular.
Yeah, well, it sounds to me like you're not particularly intelligent.
Yeah, particularly.
That's the message I'm getting from this.
I kind of wish I watched that, because it had to have been quite a fail.
Did they just run a Kark swap on his bottle? They did. They
Kark
swapped. Kraken got a Kark swap for that bottle. He drank the bottle. Oh my! This Legionnaire just fucking Kark swapped. This is game. It's impossible to lose with a fucking Kark swap. Literally impossible. Scout could have killed that courier like 5
Wait, I'm
times.
actually confused. Whose bottle is it? Legionnaires or?
Lego's bottle.
Kark swapped.
Oh, so Kraken's just not getting a bottle at all.
Doesn't seem like
Yeah.
it. Which is odd.
I guess
No.
that's okay.
Not that odd. I mean, he's in a 2v1.
Yeah,
He's
so,
against a scout, and he's against 2 people. So, like, Scout's always gonna try to get top rune.
Yeah, but Geo's
And
always
it's
going to
like
get bottom
fucking
rune. Speaking of
Spanx
Geo, he's going to dig into the woods. Looks like he'll be fine.
Oh, if only Tempest was lapped, then he would have Meteor.
It's true. Anyway, rotation from Silhouette.
Uh-oh.
Apparently they're going to
Okay,
come bottom.
Silhouette.
Not sure what Silhouette's bot, but it's
Me neither.
interesting.
Well,
Oh,
a bunch of
that's
CS.
You could just
Well,
swap.
I mean, they could have had, like, some turn kill potential, you know.
I mean, you just swap back anyways.
Yeah, but the
not
teleport was really late if they wanted to go for a turn kill.
good. Yeah.
Well, it's like Silhouette kind of baits, and then it's like, oh, Geo's still here with full everything and all spells? Holy shit, we're dead now.
Yeah, I suppose.
But they didn't fall for it.
Nope. Oh well. Silhouette is the
I
top
really
farm of
don't
the
think
game.
that Silhouette's I just hate it. What are your feelings on the skin, Quincy?
Eh. I think I have this actually.
I
Is this a
think
new one?
the skin thinks it's a Dr. Repulsor. That's what I think about this skin.
Like, it doesn't make any noise on the Relentless Salvo.
And it's really, really hard to see the blades.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
It's terrible.
If you're playing the Silhouette, it's great. It's like I'm invisible. You can't tell what my spells are doing or if I'm using them. That's fantastic.
And it's just terrible design. It's a design flaw because
Ah,
when you W,
Scout
it's
didn't get
supposed to be.
dusted, and he's gonna get lost. Ah, he's dead.
Anyways, back to the Avatar. When you W, it's supposed to be like an outstretch of your arm, and at the end of it, it's your hand, which it is. Like at the end of the tree grapple, you have your hand there. But if you look closely, like where your hand is normally, it's still there. So you have 3 fucking hands.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense.
Prisoner has 4 hands. So what? And Geomancer in the bottom lane. He's gonna get ulted by Tempest this time. On top of the Puppeteer's hold, so he's real dead.
Oh my god, Geo
Oh my
landing
god,
again?
really? Really? He's gonna teleport out. What the hell? This is ridiculous. And they're gonna get the Tempest. He's gonna die. One more auto attack from the Kraken? Yeah, release the Kraken right on his face. He's all dead. And it looks like Puppet will be able to pour it out too, so. Dat response, yo.
This Geo is like super lucky.
Or he's
Yeah, really.
that good. And he's
That's
just
a good-
continuously proving his art's
Normally-
like, yeah, he can totally die. Apparently Geomancer's
Sometimes as Geo, you get kind of punished for not buying stat items and going bottle. Like, if you notice, Boxy hardly ever gets bottle. He'll just get like the null, the intel version of the bracer and like shit like that to like try to maximize his stats, so you can
Why
survive.
did you
But
have to
this guy,
say those items as like the stupidest names possible? The
intel version of bracer? Yeah.
Int, Bracer, and Null. Oh my god.
Well, in Dota they were called like null talismans. But here they're called Amulet of Exile.
Oh my god.
Are you mad?
I'm mad. I'm so mad I'm like invis on Kraken right now, trying to gang someone.
Are you Drance? Is that how mad you are?
Yeah, I'm the Kraken.
Oh, big silence!
Yep, interruption right
Got
on
him.
Silhouette's face. He's in a lot of trouble.
That's quite the combo.
Totally dead.
And that's the
And
power
they
of
got
stop.
power.
That's
stop.
silence. You should probably be maxing Aya. But whatever.
Instead of Q?
Yeah, you should definitely be maxing Aya.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends on what he wants to do.
I mean, he obviously wants to die now. He doesn't have eyes to protect himself. He has
Yeah.
no eyes on the ground.
He's real
Well,
dead.
some scouts never put eyes down. You know, you're always like, Scout, use your fucking eye, and they're like, shut the fuck up.
I don't have an eye.
I don't have
Exactly.
eye.
That's usually how I play Scout.
No tango.
Look, eyes require micro. I'm not gonna do that.
Remember when on Scout, it was like debatable, or like you could go different builds, you could max your E and it would be still good.
No.
That's not the same anymore, though.
Yeah.
I think that was his
I mean,
point.
maxing E is still okay, but it's just like, no, it's not okay. Never mind.
It's not, it's too weak.
Not anymore, because before your Q at least gave you like decent amount of MS at level 1. Now it's just trash. Legionnaire might die to this easy cam. Oh, it's
What a spin.
fucking short cam.
Why do why do competitive Euro players like to go bottle and like upgraded boots first? He hasn't even used any of like his ganking potential, has he?
Because
No,
this
he's got
way
2
they
kills and an
can't
assist,
really
so-
punish you. Like, they debatably can't punish you because you can gank. Because you have phase boots. Like, they can't punish you before you get PK or, like, push. Because you're ganking. Well, that's stupid because the whole point of getting PK is that you can't, like, charge into heroes because they're just gonna stun you. So it's like a drafting flaw if a Legionnaire can gank you with phase boots. Because you should be able to stun them out of the charge anyways.
Yeah. Unless you have a Revenant, then he invises you during charge.
Yeah. That's like a
Uh-oh.
thing.
Silhouette, run away. Ace and Magnus, it's there. And while Geomancer's dead,
Oh my god, the combo again!
It's the big hurt. Ceratoss, 350 GPM. Sad times.
Looks
You should
like
really
the
get
most-
one more level on the silence though. One more.
Yeah.
At least.
I mean, he doesn't even have mana to use his Q and Scout. You can use it like twice. For like 5 seconds each. And it'll be out of
But
mana.
even still, they've done some good work with the level 1 silence.
Yeah.
2 kills in
Silhouette
the
is mad. Silhouette's like, why did I get phase boots? I'm dying. God damn it.
Now, once she gets Nullstone, it'll be fine. She'll have too much health.
Except she's dying to non
AoE.
No, she just needs the health.
I know, but
Having the ultimate
Magalf will
orb,
be...
10
It'll be
stats
a-
for health. I don't think it's happening.
Having the ultimate orb, I mean, the thing is, she has to survive long enough for the silence to wear off. And Tempest is dead in the middle lane. Looks like Pyromancer's gonna be in a lot of trouble as well. Kraken chasing her down with the teleport coming in. So they might turn this on to Kraken off the side. Magnus coming through with something. He's got a portal key already. Lego gonna charge him out of the steam bath, and there goes the puppet show. Nice ultimate for us. She actually stopped some damage. She's gonna be that though, and they get that decapitate right on Magnus's head. Lego gonna be able to get a survive. Actually, Christopher going off the background will connect on the scout, but he's invisible. Meanwhile, they'll kill Puppet Master. And it looks like Pyromancer is gonna be in some trouble. Gets charged. Dig from Geomancer will stun her out, and there goes Curson. So it's up being a 4 for 1 as they only kill the Rhapsody, but they lose 4 heroes in the Legion team. So they were kind of slowly getting their way back into this game. Before that fight, it was 4-3, and it's relatively even in Golden Experience. And now PI taking a pretty solid lead.
Yeah.
And this puppet is just doing nothing. Like,
Yeah, he really doesn't do any damage at this point, especially since he got the Whispering Helm first.
and 310 gold per minute. Like, he's not going to be online anytime soon. It's not like
Why do
Sill's
people
doing
even
that
get
well,
that
but-
item? That's such a useless item.
Because it's a farming item.
Whispering Helm.
He's not even stacking ancients with his Whispering Helm, though.
Yep.
But I mean, like, if you have a Tempest, that's just gonna like AFK farm.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's not even worth it to get the Whispering Helm.
Might as well just
I
get
mean, I
like a
guess he needs
tablet
it.
first item or something like dumb like
He
that.
sort of needs it to man up, or
He
at least
does.
not like feed completely versus Legionnaire, but
Yeah, I
still.
guess so.
'cause the problem is he's got no escape mechanism, so and he's relatively squishy.
he's sitting at like
so he needs
300
some
MS.
life deal to do something. Anyway, yeah, he's gonna get jumped against again, but there's a counter. Pretty solid bait and a two-man Tempest Hole on top of the Eruption and the Voodoo Puppet. Really well played there, as they had the portal key on Magnus and Tempest sitting there waiting for the ult. So good
The
bait.
bait was real.
Pretty good.
And speaking of eyes, yeah, Scout needs to block more of these camps. Not using wards of
Yeah.
Rev. Just use your freaking eyes to
Don't
block
worry,
the
his
camps.
Using
team,
any eyes.
his team bought him Rev Wards
The Legion have
because he doesn't have an ability that does the same thing.
Yeah. People need to use that, like, Engineer's ability to do that way more, too.
Like, he
Oh, but then
placed
I
a
guess
rep
it's kind of-
instead yeah.
I guess it's kind of troll in a sense though, right? Because they're like wasting time with like the courier and stuff trying to look
Right.
for a scout eye, but there is no scout eye.
Yeah, well. Problem is it's 100 gold, so. It's not
All
like,
those Rev Wards and he didn't counter the lane ward.
yeah, well.
Nice. And it's like, it's too late as well, like Legionnaire's already farmed.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? What? What?
And they haven't even farmed their jungle, so I mean, these rev wards aren't really doing that much.
I mean, it would be fine, I think, if it were just Scout Eyes. Like, and, okay, well, it's an ability, it doesn't really cost me anything except for mana, and I'm not using them that much anyway. As long as I keep one for a silence, then it's fine. So even if they counter them, it's not that big a deal. But using the Rev Wards, that's 200 gold that's being invested to block these camps. It's actually not doing all that much.
And Legionnaire should counter this eye, I mean.
Yeah, he will. I think he saw
At
it.
least short can. Nope,
Oh
apparently not.
no.
Guess you didn't see it.
Short can's
Maybe he
it.
just assumed it was a Rev Ward.
Damn it, Shortcan.
He didn't even know it was blocked.
Alright, so I
Probably
guess the Revs are doing some
And
work
now
here.
he's not gonna know this is blocked because he fucked up the stack.
Both stacked? I don't know, man.
He spinned on like the first hit.
And by the time he actually, if he realizes this is blocked with the next spawn, by the time he dewards it, it would have expired anyway. So,
Short can getting a Hellflower?
I don't know. Star Spirit maybe?
No, that's probably Barbed Armor.
Or that, yeah.
Oh. That's
Right.
interesting. Why would you ever pick up
Unless
that this request?
To use his spells, I guess.
And I really feel like he needs to get a little more tanky before he does this. Kraken gonna jump onto a couple, actually. Potentially release the Kraken right on Pyromancer's head. And it's gonna be a lot of damage from Tempest, but we need to jump. Anyway, Eruption in the background. Not gonna do all that much. Magnus dies too, so we'll see if that's all they get out of this. Looks like the Wretched Legion side is gonna back off. Dance, we're going down as well, and Hellborn are clearly very interested in continuing to push. We've got Raps
His
the
Apprentice
ultimates.
Robe is like a shitty
Crystal
version of
Field.
Chalice. Just pretend it says Chalice.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bottle, so I guess he needs items. Or he has a bottle, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Kraken for some reason. But
Kark swap.
Kark swap.
they do need on Lego. He's got issues with mana. But anyway, jump onto Tempest right there. Looks like he's going to be in a lot of trouble back on Crystal Field. Not going to hit anything, but they do manage to kill the Puppet Master. Meantime, Legionnaire definitely going to fall. Tempest very low, but I'm not sure they're not enough damage. He's going to be able to get out of here. Just a nice Magma Stun going to be able to keep everybody off of his butt. So that was a big off for Raps. He ends up being a 2-for-1. They do kill the tower, though, and it was denied. So.
Uh-oh, it's the Invis boys mid.
Yep. And there's two-man Lava Surge. Disarm goes through onto Geomancer as well, and he's going to ultimate in the face of Geo. Yeah, I was going to say, he was looking at Kraken. I'm like, wait, really? Did he ult Kraken? No. Geo real dead.
I hate it when there's nothing you can do about a scout ulti.
Stand there and die.
It's not that bad of a plan. I mean, you could run like a bitch.
exactly
Well,
what he did.
sometimes you should like run to try to at least get out of XP range, and then other times you should
Or
like
target
just
range,
do damage to scout.
depending on how far away you are. Sometimes you can run out of
Real
fast
men
range
just
too.
die. God, I freaking hate it when Tempests don't upgrade boosts. It's the most obnoxious thing in the world.
Get some Greaves. Yeah, they're not pushing all that effectively. I mean, it's 20 minutes in, they've taken 2 tier 1 towers. And the easiest 2 tier 1 towers, for that matter.
Isn't getting phase boots more obnoxious than not upgrading your boots?
No.
Probably.
Tempest is
Depends
slow
on
as Tempest is slow as shit, and he's got no movement mechanism, so sometimes getting phase boots is okay if you want to set up an ultimate or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with getting phase boots on any hero. I think movement speed is the most important stat in the game.
Clearly, you're quite American.
Clearly.
It's very clear now.
Clearly. I feel like we should see more Storm Spirits.
I don't. I hate that item. It's too expensive.
You're expensive.
Like, a properly used push book is just as or more effective than a Storm Spirit, and it's way cheaper.
Well, I mean, when there's Ophelias in the game, there should be fucking Storm Spirit pickups, but they always buy tablets or like stupid staff items.
Doesn't that wipe it now? Like, if you put a Ophelia
No,
thing
it
on
doesn't.
somebody
It's
and then
still
Storm
broken.
Spirit, then doesn't it stop
No,
that?
it's still broken. It's still broken.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 1000% positive it's still broken.
Why would it change?
Yeah,
Because
it's not like
it was
Storm Spirit
it was noticed as a problem for a really long time, and people don't do that anymore. So I thought it was changed.
No,
people
just
don't play
the
as
Ophelia hero is nerfed. It's
I
not
mean, yeah,
like
people don't play as much Ophelia, but that doesn't mean.
They're
Are you sure? I don't know if I believe you.
1000% positive.
I don't know
I'm
if
pretty
I
sure
believe
that it's even like working as intended when it does that. Like, I don't.
That's what they say. They say, "Oh, it's working as intended." Like, come on. Do you really think these things get done fast, Quincy? There's still no league system. They said
No,
they were
I
doing
know.
that in 2010.
I know, the development process from S2 is often really interesting. I just want wards, man. At the post-game scoreboard, all I wanted to do is tell you how many wards each player placed.
Oh, I thought you were talking about ward skins.
It's already, well, that'd be cool too, but it's already keeping that data, because if you look at the other
Yeah.
thing, like for you individually, it'll tell you how many wards you placed, but it won't tell you, it's going to add one,
mean-
I don't need APM, like, I don't care about people's actions per minute. Not that you couldn't add a column if you wanted to, but if you really have to take something out, actions per minute is pointless.
Yeah.
You're pointless.
The Hellborn have destroyed
I
So,
brag
I guess in a
about
lot of
fire.
games, people associate APM with skill,
Yeah, if they're
like
stupid.
StarCraft, etc.
I associate my APM with my skill. I sit on my 500 APM and
I feel like-
I
look
always
down
get
at
lowest APM on purpose so that I can get the efficiency award.
The Legion have
People-
destroyed a Hellborn
Like, people don't want to support pretty much ever, and I feel like it'd be a lot more, or it'd be a lot easier to convince people to support if wards were mentioned at the end of the game.
I highly doubt it, Quincy. That's
Really?
a little optimistic.
I mean, it certainly couldn't make it worse. Anyway, Kraken bottom lane,
It
giving
could
a
make
lot.
it worse, but you're
A
being
lot of
too
trouble.
optimistic.
Maybe I am, but I guess anyway, they're gonna turn this on. Puppet Master Kraken's still gonna die. Crystal Field they're gonna go through, and they will manage to kill Tempest as well. Looks like Magnus and Scout trying to do something. Scout ultimate going off, not gonna kill anybody though. Legionnaire's gonna take a fair bit of damage as Magnus gets away with the Lava Surge. Jump back in and buy a Lego onto Scout. They actually do manage to finish off the Magnus with those portal keys everywhere. True Grapple going through, and Pyromancer's gonna fall despite the use of the power supply. Background here, Scout perhaps looking to pick off this silhouette, but realizing pretty quickly that that's not going to happen. So they're going to take a tier 2 tower on PI's side. And
The
4
Hellborn
hero
have
kills for
destroyed a
them in
Legion
exchange for just the
tower.
one of the Kraken. Like, okay, so, sorry, but at the very least, it wouldn't discourage people from supporting. And I feel like in a lot of games, like, people who do support then don't do it later because they get yelled at because they have bad KDs, and then stupid people are like, what are you doing? You're so bad. And they don't realize that, you know, they're playing support and they're buying wards and shit like that. So,
Well, I mean,
if you had a
wards are in your
way,
stat page. Just saying.
if you had a way at the end of a game to be like, okay, yes, I was 2-6, but I bought 15 wards. So
You can say
Yeah.
that.
you
People
can
just
say that-
don't believe you.
Right, people don't believe you though.
So you want a
No, I
K,
think it's like not believing people. I just
K
think,
plus
you know,
A plus wards to D ratio?
Well,
Exactly.
K
Give him
plus,
the D.
kills plus assists to deaths has already got some problems, and kills to deaths
Give him
has
the
some problems as well. Anyway, still looking to pour it out. Nope, she's getting
Come on,
held
Quincy.
down. That's the real Syl.
Give him a D,
Interesting.
Quincy. Do it.
Alright, I mean, I don't think the ward number is flashy enough, so there would have to be something else cool.
Maybe. I mean,
That's what I think.
I also want it because I want wording data for my stats, so it's also a purely selfish.
Selfish bastard.
But I think it's Stu's idea, or it's probably not his idea, but like ward
This is
skins,
definitely
stuff like
mine.
that.
Yeah, I mean, word skins would be good too, but
That's my
like,
idea.
you don't-
Are you trying to take
You don't
credit
have to
away
buy
from me?
them.
What
You don't
I-
have to buy them with silver or anything. You just unlock them by like, if you place
Sure.
500 wards total in your account, you get a new ward skin.
sure.
Stuff
but,
like that.
But like, that's a lot more intense as a developer to do that because you have to do a bunch of stuff. Adding wording data to the end of the post-game scoreboard feels like it should take 5 minutes.
Look, there's already mods for ward skins anyways. I mean, all they'd have to do is put the mod into the game, Quincy. There's no developing
Sure.
crap whatsoever.
Well, I mean, they'd have to get the rights for the skin for whoever developed the mod. I don't know. Maybe in the
Yeah.
agreement it already
Well, there's
says that we can
Halloween-
just take your shit anyway. But I don't know.
No.
I
Absolutely
mean,
not.
they changed the wards for Halloween and stuff, so like
Yeah, well,
everything's already in place to change.
it is.
War-
I'm not saying that would be difficult, and they should probably do that
You
too.
just said it was difficult.
I'm saying it'd be more difficult.
You said it was difficult, like, not even a second ago.
I'm saying it would be more difficult to do warding skins because they'd actually have to develop something.
Yeah,
Adding
but-
warding data to the end of the post-game scoreboard literally takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, like, that's not even a thing.
I bet, Quincy.
I don't know. I want that. I want
Fantastic black girl
It's-
impersonation.
If you do like stuff on HoNBot, all the public game stats, you can get it. If you play a pub game or a TMM game, and you put the match ID into HoNBot, it'll tell you how many wards each player plays. It doesn't do it for
Oh,
tournament
nice.
mode.
On bot.
That's weird.
Well, because HoNBot doesn't have tournament mode. It doesn't.
Is that some kind of
recognize those match
hacker's
ID.
website?
Yeah, he uses the API, so he can pull data from
Kongor has been slain.
the
Oh,
client.
also, in case you wondered about my analysis of this game, pretty much Hellborn's winning every team fight,
They pretty
and
much
Legion
are.
is just getting
Yeah.
like little pick-off things, like killing Silhouette or getting like double kills or whatever. But they've
Yeah,
lost like
they-
every single team fight.
Yeah, well,
Dude, they can't move because they don't have BKBs.
what's
I
BKB?
feel like Scout, and also Scout in team fights has done almost nothing.
Pretty much, yeah.
5% hero damage, second lowest in the game. Not bad.
Does that mean something, Quincy?
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
I wasn't aware.
They
that
got an
you
eye.
had
They got an eye.
English.
Uh-oh. They
Your
can see him.
vocabulary.
He's locked down. He's screwed.
There's so many things that HoN needs, like
Yeah.
GPM and damage graphs over time
I
instead of
would
just
love
current.
to see that. I would love to see that.
Like, why is it so retarded that doesn't exist?
I don't
Right
know.
now.
Because
You're retarded.
whatever the developer budget is at S2, okay, so the one thing I've heard is like they paid basically took all the devs and they're doing HoN
The
China, which
Legion had
is
destroyed a
either
Hellborn tower.
recently launched or is launching really soon.
The Hellborn had destroyed a
I don't
Legion
think there's
tower.
any confidentiality agreements. Pretty sure everybody knew about that.
Yeah.
So that's part of the problem is people haven't doing a lot. There hasn't been a lot of dev support for like the NAEU SEA client because it's been all in HoN China. But I'm not sure if that's like enough of an excuse because unless they've been working on HoN China for like the last year and a half, it's not like things have been that much
Yeah.
different.
I mean, probably some of them got moved to Strife development, right?
Yeah, a lot of that too.
Or like, I don't know. Who knows?
So maybe they just feel like, oh, HoN's done. Like we don't need anything more than 1 or 2 people to fix bugs and stuff like that. We don't need any significant staff that's gonna implement new features. It's just
I mean,
a hero
a
gets
bit-
added, and then
In theory, a business would only do things that would increase their profitability or
Right.
whatever, right?
right. But I feel like this is the sort of stuff that they need to do to increase their profitability because, I mean, you have to keep improving the game. Like, players do not stand for a game that never changes. That's why we keep seeing WoW expansion packs.
I don't know why that game is still a thing.
Me neither, but hey.
World of Warcraft.
Well, Scout. That was interesting from Certas. Completely fails the tree grapple, doesn't really matter. Just jumps on Scout, does all the damage.
Yep.
This Scout's literally just sitting around, he's a mobile warp. He's not doing anything.
That's because he didn't do his job in the early game.
I know, but,
Scout's
like-
early game hero when you put him suicide.
Just Jesus Christ, go to the Hellborn Woods. Take as much farm as you can. Sure, you'll die a couple of times, but what he's doing now is just standing around and dying.
Exactly.
So,
Useless.
I mean, he might as well die while farming,
Yeah, and plus, where's your cleaver, Scout?
right?
Exactly.
Now, he's gonna have a Shrunken soon, which would be great because he still won't do any damage, but at least he'll die slower.
I mean, he should be role-playing as, like, a suicide Swiftblade right now. Just have Abyssal Energizer.
Sure,
Should just role-play, pretend he's Swiftblade.
why not?
That's what I do.
Oh god, Legionnaire's gonna go attack the the silhouette with all of his damage. 134 damage. It's actually not that bad.
I don't know why this Geomancer's saving 3,400 gold.
Quick Shrunken?
He wants Mock. He's Mock.
He's
No.
not.
Geomancer
Just
is
rank
Mock.
like a Shrunken. Against Pyro, Magmus, Puppet Master?
Geomancer's getting a Shrunken?
Against Pyro, Magmus, and Puppet Master? I would guess yeah.
I thought he was just gonna die.
Yeah, Certas is in.
He's
With a
not.
token.
He's
I think a
out.
puzzle
And now he's
box.
out.
Puzzle box
Forced
would
it.
be good.
He forced the Shrunken on a Puppet. And they really want to pursue something because they want this kill. That's not going to happen. That's a pretty cool looking tree grapple, I'll give him that.
No, but there's 4 hands, Quincy. Do you not understand my argument
Okay.
from earlier?
How many hands does Prisoner 945 have?
Is Prisoner 945 a human?
No. Is this alt
That's
avatar a
what I
human?
thought. Yes, she is.
Apparently
she's a
not,
ghost.
she's got 4 hands.
No, she's a ghost. It's actually
Well,
3
okay, a
hands.
ghost is not a human. Anyway, Geomancer's dead.
It's still a human. It's a humanoid ghost.
Did you ever even see
You
Ghostbusters?
potato. Are you a potato?
Yes.
Also, I should say that
That's
was like
what
the
I-
third or fourth time Shortcan's like taunted no one this game.
That's fine. He's
Pretty
gonna get
sure.
jumped on by the Magnus. And Desperate Relation goes off. Release Kraken doesn't actually do that much. Tempest with a big ultimate, catching a ton of heroes. The Rhapsody has to save with that ulti. They're gonna turn this around right onto that Tempest. And they're also maybe able to get Scout as well, but it looks like there's too much damage from the Legion side. Puppet Master trying to run away. Bound Eye is up on Certas. Curson, meanwhile, falls in the background. It looks like Silhouette chasing out both Mag and Puppet. He could be in some trouble. We'll pop the ultimate and see if he can actually get any kills here. PM is being chased, gets the stun off. One
Oh
more
my
auto
gosh.
attack is not there, and Hasteturn actually is going to be picked up by Puppet. Well, it's like Magmus trying to get the counter kill, needs the Death Lotus, not going to connect on it, and Certas is real low, so he needs to be very careful about how
A
he's going to
Legion
play
barracks
this. In
has
fact,
been
it looks like
destroyed.
he's not going to do anything, just goes home. Meanwhile, they kill the Midrax.
That's a pretty
He
bad
doesn't have the
play.
mana to port yet.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Switch your boots. There you go, buddy. Well, they killed Midrax.
Yep.
This game's been going on for 34 minutes,
Apparently.
and it doesn't feel like it.
That's because we're not
Good
actually
scout?
watching the
Good
game.
Scout, silence anything that fight, by
I
the
don't
way?
know. I don't know. I don't think
He's
so.
silenced when Silhouette went in. That was about
Oh,
it.
okay.
We've barely even been talking about the game. Anyway, Silhouette has 510 gold per minute, so she's doing fine. Puppet's
It's
recovering
not like
little
a. I mean, it's 14k gold lead, but it's not like super insane.
bit. Yeah, but I think the problem is you really don't want to do this against PI because they're kind of a pretty good team, so you don't want to get down
True.
at all.
Kind of.
And who are these SpH guys? Are they silver boys as well?
I think it's new. I know Kirsten wasn't on this team. He was on Teletubbies. Anyway, they will pick off Snowy right off the top. Crystal Field not going to hit anything. Background, they will go finish Magnus as well. There goes Geomancer, so 2 for 1 in favor of Legion right now. Ceratops is in, though. Looks like Lego going to take a whole bunch of damage. Voodoo Puppet going to kill him. And we might see some danger. So going to pour it out to her illusion, so she'll be just fine. Kraken sort of looking like he wants to jump in on this, but I'm not sure if that's the greatest play in the world. And actually, Ceratops is in, so nope, he's done now. We'll just leave.
Damn. This Kraken's pretty jacked.
Yeah,
Did you just say he's jacked?
that's what he said.
Yeah, he's jacked. He's jacked. Are you too young for that expression?
I'm extremely young.
It's not a really
Especially
expression.
too young for that suggestion. Shut up, Quincy.
I'm like, you're too young.
Shut up.
He's
Shut
just
up.
like well built. That's pretty much what
Shut
that
up,
means.
Quincy.
So
Shut up. I don't want to hear any of your crime, Quincy. I'll send you to jail.
okay,
Damn.
so let's see how that works.
This
out.
is sexual harassment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also not a crime, but okay.
Kill Tempest, though, man.
It is a crime.
It's a civil matter.
It's a crime.
It's not a crime. You
It's a
can't go
crime.
to jail for sexual harassment.
You're a crime.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Sit down, Quincy.
I'm already sitting down.
Sit down. Not
You
just.
want me to stand up and sit down?
Stand up.
I don't want to cast while standing up.
Just stand up and then sit back down,
Oh.
please.
If
I think
I told
Homewood-
you I did that, would it make you feel better?
Yes.
Regardless of whether I actually did that?
Yes.
Alright, I did that.
Oh, Quincy,
Yeah.
you care about how I feel? What a nice guy.
Right?
Oh, man.
Anyway, Silhouette has a wing bow. Geometry's
Wait,
Bane.
there's a thread that says, is Ruined Cleaver worth it on arranged?
Yup.
Oh
Dude,
my
all
God.
that damage, you get extra regen. It's great.
Look at this. Look at the reply too. The only time it could be okay is on artillery, because since early game he can sit in the back spamming LRM. Oh my God.
What?
You just need to understand that it doesn't work on fucking ranged heroes. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, no, maybe it's just because it gives you damage and mana regen, so.
Oh my God. You can
Yep.
buy a null stone.
Yeah, no, well, no,
Yeah, but-
well, what if you don't want a null stone? And also,
Yeah, what if you want damage?
yeah, Rune Cleaver gives you a lot more damage.
Then you buy a light brand and a shroud.
Yeah, but what if you want actual damage?
Right.
Then you buy a savaged mace. Obviously.
Savage Mace
Well,
is
how
more
much
expensive
damage
than
does Ring Cleaver give you anyways?
I think it's like 24,
60?
2 or something.
It's gotta be more than 24.
It's 60.
60 is a lot.
Yeah, it's fair
60
bit.
is not.
Well, they're killing Kongor again, so more Silhouette token. Why doesn't Silhouette have a shrunken head? Why doesn't anybody on the Salborn team have a shrunken head?
Because they're potatoes. Like, is it not obvious?
Like, they've
I
got
told you.
Magmus, Pyromancer, Puppet,
Geomancer did not buy a shrunken.
Tempest. I mean, I do not understand why they have no shrunken heads.
I mean, maybe they just wanted tanks and spells. Or something.
Well, Legionnaire just wants to trigger barb damage, right?
Yeah.
And they have a
Okay.
Rhapsody, right? And plus, if everyone's dead, why do you need to protect yourself against spells?
Rhapsody doesn't stop stuns. So that
True.
could be useful.
True.
I'm just like, the Silhouette has a wing bow, which can be great for damage, but they don't have any physical damage right now. So, it's not going to repel anything with the evasion. Like, Puppet's hitting for, what, 241 damage, which is really not that good. Anyway, we're going to jump onto Tempest. Pretty easy kill right off the bat. See if he's got a buyback. He does. Eruption going through the background, actually doing a lot of damage. Rhapsody ultimate there is not quite enough to save the Legionnaire. We'll see if Kraken can survive this. He cannot. Voodoo Puppet, a little too much damage. And Tempest with a buyback. They will manage to pick off Magmus in the background. Geomancer's going to come in, going to try to finish up the Scout. That's not going to happen either. Scout actually with a man mode. Really, really low, and the Pyromancer ultimately going to help finish off Geo, so Silhouette will be able to get out of there, but the rest of her team is super dead. She did not lose a token.
I don't know. Geo kind of just fed at the end.
Yeah, they got a buyback out of Tempest, I guess, but it was not that helpful.
Not at all. Thank God for BKBs.
I agree. Boy, that'd be really, really nice if they didn't get completely locked down. Especially that Kraken. If Kraken had a BKB, I don't think he would have taken any damage.
I don't know why he has a demonic. I mean, they have like one auto-attacking hero, and Scout doesn't actually auto-attack because he just dies if he does. I thought he was going to Shrunken. Why does he have a Basher?
Nice.
Oh my god.
I don't think the Legion side actually needs Shrunken's that badly. They got a Lego, Silhouette's doing a lot of damage.
I know, but like Scout's just gonna get locked down. Like, you can't do damage on Scout if you get stunned.
He's not gonna do damage no matter what he does.
The Legion
that is
destroyed a Hellborn tower.
No, he can do damage. He just needs to disarm people. That's damage.
Well, Rhapsody has Bound Eye.
Rhapsody might die.
Real careful here.
Oh, they
I
saw
gotta
him.
say, the Shroud on Puppet also kind of a bad choice.
Oh!
Now Shrunken Head and run away. Taunt! Yeah, it's there. He's dead. Haha. Shrunken Head
is
doesn't
Teal
work.
dead? Oh, Teal might be dead. Teal?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
he pussied out.
I don't understand. They get a Shrunken Head on Puppet, which is not all that useful,
It
as we
looks
just saw.
his co-left on the arrow.
Well, Silhouette's in, but he's getting stunned out, and Hellsong is popped, he just runs away. Meanwhile, Lego gonna jump on top of Silhouette and just dunks him in the face. I don't think the dig hit anything. This time they're gonna do Eruption on a whole bunch of heroes. Crystal Field is gonna connect and kill Scout. Nobody on the Hellborn side quite yet, but Geo's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Looks like he will be the first one to die. Offside Legionnaire, a little bit of danger. Voodoo Papa gonna be on top of Silhouette. She does not have a token anymore. Needs to be careful. Shortcan meanwhile dies because he was jumping in with like no health. Two-man Lava Surge from Magnus into the Steam Bath. We'll see if they can get Scylla out of this. Nope, they cannot. And Kraken also gonna be in a lot of trouble. They did manage to finish off with Magnus, but there goes Kraken as well. So 4 for 3. As the Hellborn side lose more heroes than they kill. They did kill the tier 3 tower though, but only Rhapsody lives. And I really don't get why they don't have any Shrunken Heads in this Hellborn team.
Well,
like they keep dying because of it.
It's kind of like they're winning so much that they like think
They're
they can do whatever.
That much.
Well, I mean that's what they're thinking.
Why would they be thinking that? It's 28 to 25 hero kills. They can look at the levels. They only have a 5k experience advantage, and it's pretty clear their levels are not hugely in their favor.
Plus, if they get late game BKBs, they're so much stronger than early game BKBs.
Well, I mean, that 11,000 gold lead is pretty much all pooled up on their team right now.
That's true, too.
They had 5,000 in Silhouette and like 3k Kraken, 1k Geo, 2k Legionnaire. Which is pretty stupid. Especially when pushing base. It's not good.
But they're against a 5k gold pooling team as well.
Okay.
Still, that's after a one fight.
Alright, I get like, alright, late game Shrunken Heads are going to be more valuable than early game Shrunken Heads because they're going to be longer duration. But if they had Shrunken Heads, I think they would have won this game already.
Yeah.
Probably. And Geomancer doesn't have a sheep, I mean, he's pretty much just a PK right now.
Yeah, he's a PK dig, and he's not always hitting his digs either, so...
Yeah, until he gets that sheep, it's like completely worthless. And then I'll enter and farm it.
Last fight, he did manage to hit something with the Crystal Field, which is pretty rare. So, well done. Killed the Scout. Not bad. I mean, PI is still ahead right now, and they do feel like they're in control of this game. They have the mid-racks down, which is continuously pushing in. That's a problem. They also have a tier 3 down at the top lane, so they look like they're going to go for that. And, of course, they are Hellborn, which means Kongor advantage is on their side, and X-Kongor kill will be the third one. But, I mean, it just feels like they're keeping SpH in this game by not putting Shrunken Heads on anybody.
Yeah.
I get why Lego's not getting one, although he's got a Mighty Blade now, so maybe he is getting one. Out of all the heroes in the Hellborn team that don't need a Shrunken Head, Lego's probably the biggest one.
I don't think Silhouette's gonna get one. He just wants to get a Frostful Skull.
whatever. How's no port either? I'm not gonna matter, but it could, I guess. Now they're gonna jump on top of the Magnus, and they will kill him. Not bad. That's gonna stop that. But the Tempest hole and Rhapsody ultimate actually not doing all that much. It's too far away. They managed to kill Certus and File. And they release Kraken in the background, gonna be on the Puppet Master, but they're gonna kill Kraken, so we didn't do anything about that. Meanwhile, Legionnaire gonna get the dunk onto Tempest, but now he's gonna fall for that. They did manage to also finish off Cookies on the what's his face Scout, because
did you just say
Cookies? I did, because Cookies is Scout.
Oh, by the way,
So
still
they managed to
about
finish
back.
off Cookies because
Yeah, Silhouette did buy back.
Silhouette did buy back, I know. Scout bought back as well, so they don't get the racks, but I don't know. Nice initiation. It was just really bad because the Tempest ultimate was way better. Yep, Lego's getting a
Absolutely
truck and
too far.
well, it's hard. Rhapsody ultimate's actually not that large a radius, so there's a very, very short distance between where her ultimate's actually hitting her team and where she's not standing inside the Tempest ultimate like Trout, so
Yeah.
getting positioning is really difficult. Especially considering she has no push book, no portal key. It's a problem. So, SpH are sort of getting themselves back into this game. I mean, this Puppet's at 540 gold per minute all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah, they're not focusing Puppet at all.
they're trying to kill the Initiators, but they've got a couple of them on the Legion team. So they kill the Magnus, but like whatever, we still have Tempest.
And Power Bot Storm Spirit. Oh baby.
Well, I guess that's in case Puppet gets caught. They want to save him, but he's got a Shrunken, so
Look
it
at
may not
that.
work very well.
25% movement speed.
Yay! We're here with a push book and Striders. He's got 470 move speed with the Striders. At 4
Yeah,
charges.
you mad Quincy? I bet you wish you were that fast. He's
I
like the
do wish I
Flash.
was that fast.
He's a superhero.
He's like Usain Bolt up in here.
No.
Okay. We should make a Usain Bolt Blitz avatar. Or just like a Jamaican guy.
They would need his permission first.
Yeah.
Depends. If it's parody, they wouldn't.
Do you
Yeah,
think
sure.
S2 is capable of humor?
A little bit.
I mean, they did.
Well, I mean,
they-
like, they have, like, the Judge
Health
Dredd one and
guns.
stuff like that, but they don't call it Judge Dredd, right? And they have the Iron Man Flux, but they don't call it Iron Man.
And they have the Captain America Bubbles, which is...
They actually
Not
do call
Captain
it Captain America Bubbles, don't
Yeah.
they?
I don't think they call it Captain
guys
America
just-
Bubbles. It's just
they
like
do
Captain
call
Bubble.
it Captain America Bubble.
Oh, well.
Jesus
But
Christ.
maybe that comic or that idea is so old or generic that it's not.
No, it depends. Copyright laws are weird, and most of the time you can extend them by essentially continuing to use the thing. They can also trademark the name, which I'm sure they've done, and trademarks don't expire. It's the
Where's their
reason they
misdemeanor
can
at?
use something like that is because of fair use. So if it's a parody, or if it's commentary or something like that, then they can claim fair use in the copyright, and it's legal, which is probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Connor's back up.
How do you know this stuff, Quincy?
Because
Aren't you
I
just
went-
like a stat guy?
Because I went to graduate school, and I am actually mildly interested by copyright law, so I've been studying it independently, and I took some classes in it.
Actually, it's dead or not.
Nerd.
Oh, I'm gonna jump on the Pyromancer, and he's screwed. First time an onslaught streak, actually. Not bad.
Quincy's a nerd.
I am a nerd. It's fine. So looking at a token? No, it's gonna go to somebody else. Banana's available too.
Nope.
And
Legionnaire
token
and
on
Kraken.
Lego, and Kraken has the bananas.
You
That's
finally
fine.
got a Shrunken. Not bad.
Yep. Well,
Legionnaire at least.
yeah.
Black Kraken. Saving that 5k for whatever.
Feels like dropping the vestments and grabbing a shrunken head would be kind of useful here, but hey.
Just a little.
Nah. They want to be able to say they want without Shrunktons, right?
Too
Yeah,
bad
they
they
did
can't.
that.
Lego's got a shrunken. And so let's just killing the racks, because why not? Anyway, in the background, Lego gonna jump on Tempest. They really want to stop this Tempest from initiating these fights. They will dunk him. But there's the Eruption coming in. Lego not gonna take too much damage. He's gonna shrunken up, but they will be able to kill him. Eventually, Tempest coming back with the buyback. They get 3 in the ult, but they get stopped by the Kraken ultimate. Crystal Field's there as well. The Sheep Stick onto Tempest, doesn't matter. He's already ulted, so he's actually not doing all that much. Token gets popped by the Lego, and he will come back up. They did manage to kill Silhouette, but multiple deaths on the Legion side are a bit of a problem. Pyramids are coming back in. Rhapsody's going to get destroyed by the Blazing Strike over here. Legionnaire is back up. Storm Spirit onto Puppet. He's not going to be able to live. Looks like Scout's also dead. Buyback on Puppet Master, and they're basically using all their buyouts. Only Magnus and Pyromancer have buybacks left, but neither of them have the money for it. Lego could be in some trouble. Pops is chunking once again, but the Sheep Stick onto Puppet Master, and it looks like he could be in a lot of trouble now. Pushbook away. Trying to lock down this Pyro, that's not going to happen either. And we'll just finish off the racks. So 2 lanes of racks down now, and I would imagine this game's going to be over relatively soon. If we get a kill on Tempest, Puppet, or Scout right off the bat, there's no buybacks, and that's basically going to be death. Meanwhile, over here, they're going to jump Puppet once again. They get the taunt off, but he's got a Shrunken, so it's going to be difficult to kill him. Pyromancer trying to help his friend, but Kraken's going on him. Second Sheep Stick is up. They have 2 Sheep Sticks on this team. Am I crazy? Or is that, I don't know, Puppet popping the Shroud, not going to be enough. Kraken going to charge Pyro into the tower. They will kill her. Magnus coming back with the 2-man Lava Surge, and the towers are going on to him. They do manage to kill Puppet, though, so Puppet not coming back in this fight, has no buyback, and the tankiness from these 3 heroes on the HoN team is becoming a problem. They just cannot get enough damage to finish them off. Looks like they're going to be engagement, end of the engagement for now, but Magnus now has to defend the base against multiple lanes of Super Creeps. Tempest also respawning. And this is going to be difficult. So Hellborn side will back out a little bit. Geo jumping on top of the Magnus actually has a lot of damage here. Crystal Field's there, along with the Sheep Stick, and they will just get blown up. So he's got no buyback thanks to that. Scout coming back in with an ultimate. Looks like Geomancer could be in some trouble here. Digs away. Scout going to pursue with the Invis, and Rhapsody's hanging out. Portal key away. Looks like Geomancer will be just fine. Yeah, Rhapsody sad. But Silence going to wear off. There's a taunt, actually, from Lego. And meanwhile, in the background, Tempest dies as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see Scout go down. They're calling GG's. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the game. So
Yeah, Scott's DPS was lower than Rhapsody's heal. So.
Good stuff. Well, Prime Icarus taking what should, I guess, be considered an expected victory in Game 1 over SuperheroesPlayinHon. I really don't think that this is a series that they should lose. But they did get pushed a little bit. I mean, that was a 50-plus minute game, so not really feeling like they were...
It was not a clean finish.
Yeah.
And I think that's because they were like, these guys should just concede. Why aren't they conceding? But they are not going to concede, so...
And it was more like an issue on Puppet, too. Because Puppet bought back for the 2nd time, and he didn't buy a sheep that he had enough gold for.
Yeah.
Oh.
After 2nd buyback.
You have any more final thoughts on that game there, Board Beater, then? Let's wrap it up.
I don't know. It was interesting to see Scout, but I think maybe players... I don't know. Maybe just they need more practice with it or something. Polish up their strategy on blocking camps with the eyes and stuff earlier in the game. Could have made a difference.
Probably true. Well, Art, anything else to say?
I usually don't have anything to say, and this isn't any different.
Okay. Fair enough. PI up 1-0.
Stu is in this cast?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me.
Alright, that'll do it for Game 1. We'll be back with Game 2 in just a few moments.